back at that time of year, Saners, the end of the year, and it's time to reflect. Time to reflect. Usually, I've done a couple of these before, but usually, it's you know very upbeat, very positive, and there's still going to be plenty of highlights to talk about. But I'd be lying. I'd be lying if I didn't say this year was probably the most difficult year on the channel, just for myself, in terms of the channel itself, from the surface, things, they go really well, content wise, churning through everything. But I'll tell you, it has been a slog. It's been an absolute slog 2024. I think for the better, you know, going through certain things and even not really related to the channel, but just that it directly affects the channel. Sometimes you just don't want to get out of bed. Sometimes my mind goes wandering, and it's like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Why am I doing this? And then it kicks in, and you know why you're doing it, and you're doing it because you love it, and I'm doing it because I enjoy it, and it makes me feel very proud, and I have an audience that really value what I do and my thoughts, which is amazing. But I'll tell you, it couldn't have started worse, to be honest. Like, I haven't really openly talked about this, but a week before the season, and you know, the podcast finishes up, and I'm scrambling. I'm absolutely scrambling. I don't think I've gone through 2 or 3 weeks where I have buried my head under the sand as much as those weeks, because I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know what to do. My whole vision of the channel kind of got thrown out the window, and I was really worried about what people thought of me, what the the rest of the year would be like. Because if a year starts that poorly, is that a sign? Is that a sign that that's the rest of the year? Is that how it's going to be? And it took me a long time. It took me until what, around 10, 11, 12, halfway through the year to really go, nah, stuff this. We're getting back on. We're getting up. We're gonna find some people, and we're gonna start the show again. And yeah, that's what we did. But that wasn't the reason why. That was partly the reason why the year was difficult, because you work with certain people, you become good friends, and then all of a sudden things just don't work out, and you don't know what to think. You don't know, hey, was it me? Hey, um, how do I go about fixing this? Should I just stop? Is this a sign? You think about all that sort of stuff. And then personally, not that I want this video to be that type of video where it's, oh, look at Jake, he's all sad. I'm not. I'm in actually a really good place now. But it has taken me so long to get there. I dare say throughout most of the season, I was running on fumes, And it wasn't because there was that much to do. There's always a little bit, but when you enjoy it, you just get it done, right? But all the little things were just taking so much energy out of me. And it was taking the fun out of it a little bit. But I started to not shy away from that stuff, and I was thinking about it a lot more. And, with Jaden's help, especially, he was going through some stuff, and I think that helps when someone, you've got someone to lean on and they can lean on you, that sort of thing. You support each other that way. I began to realize, wait a second, there is people that want to help. There's when I announced the podcast news, I got hundreds of emails of people wanting to just help. And I'm the sort of guy that's like, nah, I've got this, I'll handle it all. But finally, I kind of came to my senses and thought, no, these people really want to help, and that's going to make my life easier. And that was the positive out of that negative. Was I lost a couple of people from the channel, but I gained 20, 30, 40 possibilities of people that want to help in different aspects of the channel, not just being on camera, but off camera, just having a chat, ideas. And that, that got me really excited again. It kind of reinvigorated me, but it took probably until round 13, 14 to really start to think that way, and to be really ruthless about the approach on the channel, and to just go for it. Because, I've kind of gone for it from the start. Like I just kind of do what I want to do. I think about it, but this was kind of different where it was, I don't know, it was just clearer. It's hard to explain. But, it's just, I don't know, personal, emotional. I get sucked into my own head and I kind of just question everything and I question, am I welcome here? Do people want to hear from me? This and that, which is stupid because people watch and they really enjoy it. And I get all these positive comments and I get people at games and this and that. But my brain doesn't up until recently, my brain didn't process that. So it took me a long time to kind of acknowledge what I was doing was right. Because I guess I've had people, you have people that don't really get what you're doing, but and they don't really give you the satisfaction of you're doing the right thing. So you don't even know if you're doing the right thing. But I guess that, the moral of that story is it's up to you. Like you should know. You don't need to rely on other people. And I kind of was very reliant on other people. And when they're not around and they don't say certain things, you question things. So I had to kind of strip back everything in the channel. I kind of thought, what did I do when I first started the channel? What have I lost since 2018, 2019, 2020? What made it so unique and special? And now I've realized, not to be I kind of got obsessed at being super professional and making it look really slick like a TV show almost, but I don't want to do that. I want it to be raw. I want it to be real, and I want to get back to doing live reviews a little bit more. I know people really enjoy the players stuff and inside access, but at the same time, I don't want to sacrifice authenticity for that too. So it's all about a balance. And I've never really thought about the channel in that way, but now I do. And I think coming to the end of the year, I really feel super excited about what 2025 has in store. I have a genuine clear vision. I've thought months in advance already, whereas usually I kind of go with the flow. And I've learned this year, especially at the start of this year when things blew up, that's very risky because then you don't have a plan B, you don't have a plan C, you don't have contingency plans. If something goes wrong, you need to know how to handle it. And I learned that the hard way this year, especially um, being so close to round one. So now I'm kind of prepared for kind of any scenario, which is really exciting because I feel like I can handle anything. And I'm not as obsessed with quantity of content, although as much I do want to pump out a lot, but it needs to be good. It needs to be valuable to you watching it. I don't want to be just putting out crap that's just there and you watch it and that's it and you don't get anything out of it. You've probably noticed, some of the content, it takes a bit more research, it's a bit more well thought out. Some of them are a little bit longer, but the views, the reception have been overwhelmingly positive. So I know what I'm doing is right. I know the picture of what I want, um, which is really exciting. But the year has been tough. Some days you know, I don't know. You don't feel anything. You don't feel anything. You're walking. You kind of try to talk to people. You kind of try to smile, and it's a bit of a downer. So I'm really proud of putting in the work. Going for more runs for my mental health, not drinking, and not overthinking things. Kind of just going for it a little bit more. Not recklessly, but not overthinking to the point where I'm scared of anything because I'm kind of an introvert. I'm kind of a homebody. I kind of like just my own personal space and my own company. So to kind of get out of that bubble a little bit more has been really, um, that's kind of helped me grow, helped me become the person I want to be, and in turn is directly I think reflected upon the channel, sort of the quality of the content. Maybe Maybe you've noticed, maybe I'm being a bit more opinionated, a bit more direct. That's how I want to be. So, although, yes, the title of this video is very much about how difficult this year's been, which by far, 2020 was difficult because of lockdown, but it was manageable. last year, for most of the year, was good, and then my relationship ended, and that, probably couldn't have. You probably didn't even tell, like, you know, on the channel, because I just churn. I just keep going, which is a good trait, but also you got to take time to come to the realization that these things end, and make sure that you're okay, and maybe you're not burying things, and you're not just using. I don't want to be using the channel as kind of a coping mechanism. So I think at times the channel was that, but then I've had time to reflect, and I've kind of acknowledged those emotions, and now I'm able to move through them. They don't kind of pull me back. So once that was all wrapped up, I felt good. And now I feel like even if there's even small hiccups here and there, I kind of can take it, not not kind of be overawed by it. I'm not really. It takes a lot for me to be overawed, but this year's it's shaken me a little bit. Um, Made me doubt a lot about myself, not just the channel, but just as a person. But also at the same time, if I can take a step back, I'll go, look at all these people that want to help out. These people want to talk to me. They want to hear about me, and people care, family, friends, the right people are there at the right time. And if, you know, certain people aren't around, then that's it. That's how it is. So this year has been the toughest year on Saints TV by a mile, absolute mile. But at the same time, in a weird way, it's kind of been the most rewarding because I got through it, and I feel like now I can really kick on. I thought this year was going to be the year to kick on. Like 2023 was such a big year. We made finals. We got some massive names on the channel. And I kind of thought, well, geez, the world's our oyster. We can do whatever we want now. Nothing can stop us. And then, there's always a hiccup, unexpected hiccup. You never know what's around the corner. These things happen. Try not to take it too personally. And I kind of felt like it set me back 2 years. I thought I fast tracked the progress of the channel in 23. And I think in 24, it probably put me back a couple of years. But now I think I'm finally, only recently, literally, like I'm talking from September, like the off season, that's where I got my head above water. And now I'm really, really excited for 2025 and what it can become with your support, with new additions to the channel, new pieces of content. Obviously, try and continue to work with the club as much as I can. I don't think I've been this motivated since the channel started. So that's really exciting, to go from 2018 to now 2025, basically, and to have more motivation is really exciting. And yeah, I appreciate everyone's support. I'm very bad at that. I'm very bad at sitting back and acknowledging. My mum always tells me, look at all these nice comments. She always reads them out when I see her. She's like, did you see that comment? I'm like, no, I didn't actually. That's really nice, or an email. Sometimes I just kind of forget to reply, but I really do value it. And I'm trying to make more of a concerted effort now to acknowledge it because it's really important. And yeah, I'm just going to keep going. Just going to keep doing what I do, what I enjoy, make the content I love. And there's always going to be a hiccup. There's always going to be some haters. There's always going to be that sort of thing happening. But that's the space that I've put myself in. I want to be in that space. And I want to be an influence. I don't want to be an influencer, but I want to influence this space for all the new YouTubers coming out. I want to test the waters. I want to experiment, go a little bit crazy. I don't want to be boring, formulaic crap. I don't want you to just be like, oh, Monday this, Tuesday that. I want to surprise you. I want to do some cool stuff. So I'm going to continue to shake the tree and see what happens. And that's just always been my approach. So sometimes I shy away from it because I'm like, oh, maybe I don't want to piss these people off, or I don't want to, maybe they don't like that. Nah. Now I'm just going to do what I love. That's it. Simple as that. As cliched as that is, but no, that's the way it is. So yeah, that's kind of been the year. I've learned a lot about me, but I've learned a lot about the channel and where I want it to go and the possibilities of it. That the channel is bigger than me. It's bigger than the people that make it. And that's what excites me the most, is that you guys stick around, you guys support, you guys are loyal, and no matter what changes come about on the channel, you're always there, which is amazing. So I just want to say thank you very much for 2024. As much as I say it's been a really difficult year in terms of numbers, in terms of growth, to hit over 12, nearly 12.2 thousand now, when I really only started YouTube 4 years ago, is incredible. And to everyone that has actually come on the channel, supported, helped me design, written articles, been in videos, helped me edit videos, helped me film videos. You guys know who you are. It's been phenomenal, and the team has grown so much, because I'm acknowledging that people are out there and they want to help. So, thank you very much for all that you've done for the channel, and can't wait for 2025. I'll probably do some more videos until New Year's, but I wanted to get this one out anyway because, it's been on my mind, and I don't know. I didn't just want to do it, oh my God, everything's been amazing, because then I'd be lying, and I like this aspect of trying to be real on the channel as a person and not just rinse and repeat football news, because then you don't really get to know me. And I feel like it's really important to be fully transparent, and help, maintain that connection between me and the audience, and obviously the content that I want to deliver. So thank you so much, Saners, for your support. I think I'll leave it there. I think I've covered everything. I'm really pumped for 2025, and I can't wait to continue this journey on Saints TV with you. So until next time, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Take care, and as always, go you mighty Sainers. Thanks so much.